Hello everybody, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Gerkinman. We're sneaking through the forest.
In the bushes.
We're in the bushes. I suck at stealth. Who's with me sucking at self today?
Dicks all around. Restart.
No, you can suck all the dicks you like, Sean.
Okay, in another reality. G'day guys, welcome to Not My Show. Hello.
It's hard to talk with a dick in your mouth, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know of any dicks that sound like that. You might want to get that checked out, friend.
Yeah, that was different.
It was a little different. Hey guys, it's Jess or Namir.
That's what it sounds like when a dick breaks your jaw, because it's too big for your mouth.
Yeah, could be it.
You would know, Dan.
If you guys are done talking about dicks, I'll introduce myself. I'm Adam, programmer, and I also ROM hack and do other stuff, so yeah.
Well, welcome back, Adam. You've been missed. How you feeling now that you're not looking at your broken Flash issues? No, let's not get into it. It'll just make everyone feel bad.
No, I don't want to open a can of worms on this show.
Could you code this game in Flash? Probably not.
I never know.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Anyway, this sequence leads me into a topic. Hey, I haven't had one of those in a couple episodes. Shoehorned stealth sections in video games.
Shoehorned?
It seems you can't, yeah, well, you know, like it seems like you can't have an action game without the mandatory stealth sequence, which every game has one of these now.
Where's the barrels to hide in? Wait, this isn't Zelda, is it? We
No.
got past that a few episodes ago.
Yeah, that was a little while ago. But you're right. That's a good example of of a shoehorned stealth sequence in a game that it didn't necessarily belong in.
Yes.
That was a nice contribution. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of like.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, well, because I was playing Uncharted 2 this morning, and there's a stealth sequence. It's the second fucking level in that game, and I was just like, "This isn't Uncharted. What is this?" But. Could you Jess or Adam, you guys can you think of any off the top of your head? You remember like playing a game and all of a sudden it was all stealth based and you were like, what the fuck is happening? Why is the game not the game anymore?
No, actually.
Nothing that comes to mind. I'm sure there's a few though.
Yeah, well, that was a short-lived topic, but you know, it thought of a couple of examples, so that's.
Yeah, I think the viewer gets the idea.
Yeah.
Like Wind Waker wasn't the only Zelda game that had these stealth moments.
What other
Unless you
ones
meant Zelda as a whole.
Well, I mean, Ocarina of Time, that doesn't count as a stealth sequence.
Well,
Breaking
it
into
technically
Hyrule.
does.
I guess.
No, not
limitations.
that. I'm talking about Gerudo Valley.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You have to be stealthy there. I mean, the
And then
AI is
also
pretty busted.
And then also in Majora's Mask, there was the Pirate's Bay.
Yeah. No. All right. I'll give you those.
I remember playing Mission Impossible for N64, and you had to follow some guy into the toilets. And you had to be really stealthy. You couldn't follow him, like you couldn't be too close to him. You had to sort of stalk him.
Actually, there was another game too that had that. No, there was some of the levels in GTA 5 actually where it's like follow this guy in your car, but don't get too close because he'll get suspicious.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything has stealth in it now. Stealth everywhere. So there you go. That's a show for the week. Thanks for thanks for joining us.
Come back next time.
No. Yeah, I will say I did die a lot in this part of the game, just because the gameplay mechanics in this part are so different. Like all of a sudden, people's line of sight becomes a thing where it hadn't really been up until that point, and because the rules hadn't been established, because it hasn't been a stealth game up until this point, I didn't know if hiding in the shadows would actually stop them from seeing me or not, and things like that.
Does it?
I still don't know. I don't think it did. Oh. I think it's just like if you get too close to them, then
and that's it.
You're a dead man, yeah. Essentially.
Damn.
Which was kind of frustrating. So, and there was a part later on too where they're all like really heavily armed, and I was just like, how do I can't just bow and arrow these guys to death because there's too many of them. They've got like machine guns. And that's me cutting out like about 45 minutes worth of me dying.
Wow.
Yeah. Aren't you glad I cut all that out?
Surely.
Let's be stealthy. Let's wade noisily through the water.
Yeah, seriously.
Speaking of stealth games, though, stealth-in games, does anyone have... Like, I mean, like, I've never really played the Metal Gear Solid games, but I guess those are the first things people think of when they think of stealth. Has anyone here been, like, a fan of that series?
Nah, haven't really played much of it.
I haven't played any of them. I played a demo of the first one on the original PlayStation.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just never even bothered. Like, doesn't seem like a type of game I'd enjoy, but could be wrong. I could give it a go one day. I might be surprised, but
Yeah, sometimes that happens. That happened to me with this game. I was like, Tomb Raider, I'll get it because it's cheap, but Tomb Raider's dumb. And then I played it and was like, oh.
surprised.
Jess, yes, you've played a bit of the Metal Gear games.
Yeah, well, I played 3 and 4.
Snake Eater. I don't know how
Yeah.
the song goes.
Well, kind of just like that.
Really? That's how it goes?
Just
I always think of that Hungry Jack said that eat like snake. Where the guy eats the burger like a snake. I love it. I always think of that when I think of... Anyway. There's a deer hanging from the ceiling. What's that all about?
Sacrifice.
Oh, that's right. It's for the wolves. What about you, Adam? Did you play the Metal Gear games?
No, I didn't. I've watched the Metal Gear games, though, at other people's places.
Oh, yeah. I watched my cousin play it, actually. I never really played the first one. It's probably more an accurate way of... I think I picked it up and I played the first level a little bit. I liked running around and leaving the footprints in the snow and just running in circles. That was like amazing to me. There were simpler times back then when you could be amazed by the fact that you were leaving a trail in the snow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at these graphics. Yeah, good shot, Dan. Don't forget to turn off the flame when you try to light it on fire, you stupid idiot.
Someone tell those dogs to shut up.
I can't hear him because the sound's off. That's a pretty
Barking all
realistic
night.
situation, though. I'm surprised that no one's really reacted to it out here. Usually when dogs start barking, everyone's... My dad starts cracking the shits, I can tell you that, when he hears the dogs going off.
It usually takes a while for me to start getting annoyed. Like, fair enough, it's like 5 minutes, but if it goes on for hours on end, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's funny. Dog had to... Sometimes dogs just like... They just keep going. You're like, what do you even...
Yeah, it's because the owners don't give them any attention. It's like, come on, if you got a dog, at least give it some attention.
Sometimes I think they can hear other dogs barking off in the distance, but you can't hear them, and maybe that's what it is. Hey, check it out. It was nighttime, but now it's daytime again. That was quick.
Oh, wow.
This island is so mysterious. Actually, everyone here has... I know I don't have a pet dog, but I know Jess has dogs, and you have dogs, Sean. Do you have a dog,
Yep.
Adam?
No, I don't. I have 2 cats.
What? You're a cat man.
Oh.
Yes,
At least
I'm
the
a
cats
cat
can
guy.
look after himself.
Yeah, they're a little bit more...
See what you can do.
You can be
Can
lazier
do
with
some-
cats.
I mean, as much as I love my dog, I would much prefer to own a cat. But
Why don't you just take him into, like, game traders and trade him in for a cat?
no. If I could own a cat, I wouldn't own a dog. Let me put it that way.
I think I could handle having a cat. Like, if I'm going to get a pet, I want something you can actually have fun with. And cats just leave hair everywhere and make places smell like piss.
If you don't clean up after
I have
them,
fun with my cat.
Yeah.
My cat plays fetch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I used to have a cat and you'd walk up to it and be like, fuck off. And just walk away. And you'd just be like, oh, alright, fuck you too then, stupid animal. And then they'd come back with like a rare and endangered dead bird in its mouth. And you just be like, oh, why you gotta do that?
Do they even eat them, or they just catch
They
and
just kill them for they're like people a bit. They do it for the hunt.
Well, no, well, they do it because they bring it back to you as like an offering. They're like, I don't think you're eating. I brought this for you.
Is that what it is? Nothing's
That's
ever
what it
looked
is.
at me and said, I don't think you're eating.
Cats think that people are giant cats, which is
You're giant,
Why
you
they
must
do
eat
think
more
so.
food.
I need to tell you something.
Some
Wow.
people look like cats. I've seen some weird looking cat people.
I have seen some weird looking people in my time.
I have to go back to him on the street.
Actually, early in this game's generation, where people like games are just starting to get kind of realistic looking, but not quite, and there were heaps of games that had character models that just looked that little bit off, and everyone looked really, really
Just trust me.
kind of just fucked. Like everyone looked like a mongoloid. Shit.
Yeah.
It was- Oblivion was the worst. Oblivion had the ugliest fucking people in it of any game of all time, I think.
Might have to look that up because I don't know what they look like.
Oh, the Elder Scrolls, man. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, like, literally had, like, the ugliest fucking people I've ever seen in a game.
No.
Oh, jeez, this is intense. I forgot about this, but this bit's great.
What do you jump or something? Oh no, you rope it.
Just rope across.
Of course.
This is a pretty good sequence of this, though. I really like it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like that whole, not chairlift. What do you call those?
Well, there's ski lifts over here. It's a
Yeah.
lift.
Well, it's a ski lift's close enough. I don't think anyone was skiing up there in the tropics, but that sequence reminds me of like Resident Evil 4 a lot. I don't think anyone here has actually played that game though, because shame on you all. So that comment was completely pointless and devoid of substance.
Sorry, friend.
It's okay. Oh, you guys got here just in time.
Time for the party.
This sort of stuff does move me out a little bit. It's like, why would anyone be stationed up here?
Yeah.
Why would anyone assume that this was the route I was going to take to snoop into your... wherever the hell I'm going?
Exploding barrels.
Yeah, this is a really good place to store exploding barrels. I'd be very surprised if you got somewhere like this, somewhere really high, precariously placed, where balance is impaired, like, you know, hard to maintain. You know, where else are you going to put store your explosive barrels?
Yeah.
Somewhere sensible? That would be stupid. I do like this, like, stuff starts rolling around as the balance gets lost from here.
It's kind of cool.
You're on a boat up in the air, basically.
What is this game?
I don't know, it's got physics in it. What is it, Adam? There's a little big sigh there.
I don't even hear it.
Nothing.
I didn't know you guys would hear that. Sometimes you just gotta break.
Oh, you've been holding your breath this whole time? That's a mighty effort, I've got to say.
What
12
record?
minutes in.
Hey, it's the Happy Mask Man. We've been waiting for him.
It wasn't ironically though, so...
No. Well, I shot a guy. I didn't shoot him ironically, though. I just wanted to kill him. There was no irony to his death. Yeah, the body's sliding around. That's brilliant.
He just felt like it. He needs to die. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like your first instinct in video games now is when you see somebody is you shoot them, right? You don't walk up to them and talk and you just go, can I kill him? Do I need to kill him? Should I kill him?
I think the music's a cue as well. Gets real serious.
Yeah. Actually, I like something...
It's time to shoot.
That's something that I'd like to point out. A lot of games have done this now, but when like there's a sequence like this, once you have killed everyone, the music will hit like a little high note and then stop.
Yep.
In the old days, it used to just like fade out and that was it. But I like the way it nowadays they have like that little. It's almost like the Zelda chime, you know. You feel like you accomplished something because the music gives you that little. It's your feedback there, audio feedback. This sequence is a little bit long. They didn't need to put this many guys in here.
No.
Just coming from all angles.
Oh.
Oh, here we
no.
go. Your friend again.
Cutscene time.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit different the last time. It's actually got some pretty serious ramifications.
Do we get to see one of these ramifications? Ooh!
Yeah, I got to see a few of them. Well, I mean, this is ramification right here. This shit's exciting. I got so excited playing this, I was like, oh, fuck! Because I never know how much of it's scripted and how much is, like, me playing it either.
Yeah.
Which is, like, a really nice thing that I can't really say any other game is, that I've played, I've really recognized the fact that when I didn't know what was my fault and what was pre-programmed. I mean, like, obviously I did after it had happened, but while I was playing it, I was like, oh shit, is this me? Was this a thing?
It's you.
It's all
Gotta be
me!
you. That jump was all you.
That was
Well, if it's more controlled, then they do have a good way of hiding it.
Yeah, and that's something that I really hope becomes a more common thing in games. Because I hate cutscenes, and that's my, like, not that I hate cutscenes, I hate cutscenes in games like this. And having sequences like this that are spectacular and cinematic while still making me feel involved without just reducing them to quick time events is something that I really hope we see more of in the next few years as games continue to evolve.
Yep, wouldn't be surprised.
I really hope so. I hope a lot of companies learn from this game. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button.
Fatality.
Right to the throat.
Ah, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, I don't think it would hurt. I think it'd be pretty much dead instantly. I told you I left some of those little surprises in there. I don't think I really died that many times that were on those specific ones. I mostly just got shot to death, which isn't quite as exciting to watch, unfortunately.
Yay.
But yeah, they really know how to keep it flowing. I think with those metal sheets, if you don't jump off, those things like cut you in half.
It looks like it would. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah. I got to a certain point where I was just like, no, I'm enjoying playing the game too much to die here.
Yeah.
I was just like, you get totally wrapped up and just like, oh, sick, made that jump.
Wonder how many death sequences there are if you actually take all the options to just die.
There is a video on YouTube that has all of them compiled together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Something tells me
Oh.
that there's
Well, I know what I'm watching after this.
Yeah. The other video of the same style that's worth checking out is all the fatalities from the most recent Mortal Kombat game. Some of those are fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
They are cool.
I think that's pretty much it for the action in this episode. The rest of it's all, welcome to this new zone.
Where are they?
We're at the beach.
This chick has to be the fittest chick you've ever seen. She's just running and jumping.
She's a pretty
doing
fit
everything.
academic, isn't she?
Doesn't run out of breath.
No, doesn't get tired. There's no stamina meter.
Yeah, fucking stamina.
chugging
Her-
along.
she looks like she's running really janky though. I don't know if that's because like
Well, she had those mushrooms she picked up, remember? Maybe she took a bit of them. What are those mushrooms? What do they do?
I don't remember. I think she's
She
used
picked
mushrooms.
up one I saw.
Oh.
It said you got 1 out of 10 or something.
Oh, that's just like a little collector's thing for
Oh,
getting
so they don't do
achievements. No, it's not like in Far Cry 3 where you take the mushrooms and fucking go off. Everything starts
Yeah.
melting and turning all crazy colors and everything.
That's cool.
Far Cry 3. There are a lot of really good games set in like open world games set on tropical islands this generation had.
Yep.
This, Far Cry 3, Just Cause 2.
This has got to be our
That's
best
about
chance,
it.
right?
That's 3.
That's a lot.
That's a good number.
I'm glad you
It's a
decided
nice
to join us,
solid
Lara.
solid number.
What can I do to help?
Ending on a cutscene, because that's how we do things here.
A lot of reunions in this one.
Yeah, how did they get here so fast? I mean, I took a fucking lift.
Yeah, you took
And
the
I,
hard
s-
way.
I slid down a thing.
Be
Magic.
able to lift
Yeah,
us
they
and
must
use
just
some
have
kind of
teleporters
block
on
and
them.
tackle.
Yep.
Oh, that's one of my pet peeves with Uncharted that I didn't mention when we were chatting about it earlier.
They might
Everyone
be
seems to
somewhere
know where you
we
are, but no
can
one has
We'll
walkie-talkies.
check it out.
I don't know how the bad guys
Careful,
communicate, but they always know exactly where you are.
Stupid games.
Yeah, it's little things like that that take me out of the experience. Speaking of coming out of the experience, that's the end of this episode. So,
We're
thank
done.
you, Jess. Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Sean, for joining me on this semi-stealth, semi-slippery slide ride adventure. Tastic, wonderful times.
we
And if you join us next time, we're gonna go for a trip to a pirate ship
Oh, again.
again.
Arr.
Yes, yar.